Welcome to another video, Walk of the Wild Side, and I'm up here in Fleetwood. Yeah, I've got something a little bit different for you today. I'm going to go on a bit of a journey. Yeah, we're going on a bit of a trek out into Morecambe Bay out here. We're going to take a trip towards the Wyre Light. It's a bit of a wreck of an old wooden lighthouse out there, way out there. I don't know if you can see it. It's around about 2 miles away, and I tell you what, this is the sort of thing you do not want to do on your own, because this is Morecambe Bay. Now, if you've heard of Morecambe Bay, you'll know that it's very, very dangerous. Quicksands, shifting sands, all that sort of thing. This is a guided walk by the RNLI. Look at all these people here. Amazing. Let's show you around. Yeah, so this is the beach here at Fleetwood. Check this out. I'm up here at Fleetwood again. It's been a while. And I'm just behind the Marine Hall. If you look over there, that building there is the Marine Hall. It's like the main sort of venue for concerts and all that sort of thing here in Fleetwood. Just to the left there, that building is the YMCA, the swimming pool. And just down here on the beach, look at all these people. I cannot believe how many people are all here. There are hundreds of people. There must be about 1,000 people here. Oh my God. And we're all going on this walk across the beach into Morecambe Bay, out this way out towards the Wyre Light, right up there. Can you see? This is a guided walk. It's been planned for ages, and like I say, the Wyre Light is so far out that you are not advised to go out there on your own, and you really have to keep an eye on the tides as well. You need to follow, I believe, the tide. But anyway, it looks like we're just coming up to sort of 11 o'clock in the morning. Bit of a rush on this. I only just got here about 15 minutes ago. I managed to get a ticket off someone else. But anyway, it looks like we're going to be heading out there. The Wyre Light actually became a bit of a wreck in 2017 when it partially collapsed into the sea. Yeah, during a storm. So you'll see what I mean when we get there. It's partly fallen over, and I don't think anyone's going to bother fixing it. But anyway, it looks like we're about to head out there now. Wowzers. Look at all these people.
Magic number is at 12:30. What number? 12:30. If you have not hit Wyre Light at 12:30, you will be asked to turn around and start heading back. We do not want anyone swimming back, okay?
Did you hear that? If you don't reach the Wyre Light by 12:30, you're going to have to swim back. This is what I'm talking about.
I'm going to give everyone is to one, make sure you've got enough suntan lotion. We have got suntan lotion points over there. Also got suntan lotion.
And you can see out there we've got marshals out there who are going to be guiding us all the way out to the...
So just a heads up, on the way back we need everyone on the beach by 2 o'clock. That's another magic number. What time? 2 o'clock. You guys are good, aren't you? Okay.
We've got to be back here by 2 o'clock.
Everyone back on the beach, dogs off the beach, and then we've got a lovely tombola and raffle up there, and the Wyre Light House bar will be open for soft drinks and booze as well. Ooh. I know that a few of the crew will be there afterwards. Come on. Last thing is we've got a load of rec walkers. So hands up, rec walkers. Okay, we'll have some people who will set the pace to guide you to there. We'll have some people in the middle and then some people at the end as well, okay? So if you've got any questions or any concerns in the meantime, please make sure you find someone in a high vis and they can radio it in. Anyone got any questions? No? No? Okay, right, and on that note, Matt's going to start the pace. Matt's going to give everyone a big wave. Okay? Woo! Everyone enjoy!
Well, that's it, folks. We are now off on the walk to the Wyre Light, yes. I've been wanting to do this for ages, but you know, the funny thing is I didn't even get a ticket for it, and I had to get a ticket off someone last minute. But we're now walking across the beach here, north of Fleetwood. I'll show you on the map where we are and give you some idea of how far we've got to walk. But yeah, we're on the way to the Wyre Light, folks. It's the first time I've ever done this. I can't actually believe I've never actually been out here before, you know. But it's not the sort of thing that you can do on your own. You really need to go with someone else, and you do need to know the tides as well. It's not something you can just do willy-nilly. But yeah, check out all these people. I'm right at the very front here. Wowzers. I'll tell you what, we're going to have to cross some hills, channels, water channels as we go along. I'm going to get a bit muddy along here, but we're heading to the Wyre Light. We might even see some shipwrecks along the way. I've been told there's a few shipwrecks out this way. And remember what the lady said back there? She said, if you don't get to the Wyre Light by 12 o'clock or half 12, turn round, because you won't get back in time. The tide will catch you up. So there you go, very, very important information there. And that's the reason why I decided to come on this guided walk, because I've not been out here before. We do this every year at the same time, RNLI Fleetwood, so I'll put details in the description for you so you can check it out for yourself. You might get a chance to come. Oh, it's vast out there, you know. What a vast area it is, this estuary, the Wyre estuary. At the top end of Morecambe Bay is the Loon estuary. It is a huge, huge area, but it's also very, very treacherous and dangerous. I'm sure that many of you will remember the Chinese cockle pickers that got caught out by the tide all those years ago. Kind of brought it to the forefront for a lot of people, just how dangerous it is out here and how important it is to do a guided walk like this one. They've got flags to mark the walk here, just over there. I don't know if you can see, but that's Haysham Nuclear Power Station, just over there. It's a little bit hazy today, but that's just south of Morecambe and Lancaster. So that's looking towards Haysham over there. You can't see Morecambe from here because it's hidden behind it's sort of tucked in Morecambe. But yeah, we're getting closer, but there's still quite a way to go. I can see the Wyre Light, I don't know if you can see it. Centre of the frame now, it looks a long, long way away. Yeah, it's a bit boggy. Yeah, you do need to be prepared to get a little bit muddy. If you're going to do this, don't bring your best clothes with you. Wow, look at all these people, it's amazing. And if you look this way, we see the Fleetwood Promenade there. You can see the Mount Hotel, that big building there in the centre of the frame. That was on fire a few weeks ago. Yeah, it's been badly damaged by fire, yeah. Anyway, let's carry on. Yeah, it's permanently wet out here on this estuary. And this has been timed with a very low tide, and the tides will still be going out as we're walking out now, I believe. You have to time it just right, this sort of thing. But yeah, we've got marshals along the way to make sure that everybody's on the right track. Okay, so we're on the way up. We've been going about 10 minutes now. We actually started a bit early. It's supposed to go out at 11 o'clock. I think we set off at about 10 to. So yeah, it's 11 o'clock now. And yeah, it's not one for wearing your best clothes, this. I'm just walking across another channel now. Look at this here, look. A couple of inches deep of water. And this is about as good as it gets if you're walking out to the Wyre Light. You'll never get it dry out here. And the lady back there said, if you don't make it to the light by 12:30, turn back. Otherwise the tide will probably catch you up on the way back. So well, there you go. Anyway, let's carry on, shall we?
I'm just hoping that Steve Williams, because I don't know when obviously with everything.
Well, it looks like we're about to go and do a bit of wading. Here we go. Oh my goodness. I'm going to get wet feet now, I'm afraid. Here we go. This is what you've got to do. Can't believe this. Well, I've definitely got wet feet now, folks. So this is what you've got to do. To get to the Wyre Light. And we've got another one to go through here. Another channel. Here we go. Now I know why I've not been out here before, because I didn't want to wade through all this water. Oh, well, it's getting closer. Can you see it straight ahead? Let's have a look back, shall we? How far out are we now? Oof, about half a mile or so. It's looking a bit lumpy around here, folks. Look at the sands here. Look how lumpy they are. And it'll always change as well over time. As the tide comes in and out over the years. We can avoid some of these pools if we can walk around them. I think that they're playing it really safe with these times, by the way, the RNLI. I mean, you could probably get away with, if you're doing it yourself, you could probably get away with, if you just look up the tide times, you could come up with a way of getting out here and back. You do need to plan it, definitely. We've been going now 20 minutes and it's definitely getting closer, but there's all kinds of people on this walk, so I think they do allow for, you know, a lot of people that are going to be a little bit slower walking, a little bit slower paced, and give them a chance to get there and also get back as well. And I'm sure they've got some plan in place just in case someone gets stuck or if they're not able to walk back. And that's the thing, you see, with these guided walk like this, is that will all be taken care of. They'll make sure that they've got procedures ready for just in case that happens. But so look this way. Can you see? 2017, the Wyre Light, it partly collapsed And yeah, there's been a few photographers going out there to photograph it, and I can't actually believe I've never been out there myself. Maybe it was because I didn't want to wade through all that. I think another thing about it is going out with someone is you need to get someone to come out here with you, see. And like I say, you don't want to be coming out here on your own all this way. Those are the Bowland Fells over there in the distance, a little bit hazy, but we're looking towards the other side of the Wyre over there. Knot End, Pilling, over that direction. And now we're coming back to Fleetwood this way. You can see the Mount. We can see the Pharos Lighthouse, the North Euston Hotel over there. Look at all these people. That is amazing. I never expected this many people. Wow. We've been going now for almost 25 minutes, and I'm a pretty quick walker. I'm hanging back a little bit to do the video, but I would probably be right at the front if I was walking my normal pace. And I think that I would definitely get to the lighthouse in probably about, I don't know, 45 minutes, I'm guessing. But anyway, it is getting closer as we come towards 11:15. Okay, I've just come to the other side of the path and I want to show you something over here. If you look out this way, straight over there, I don't know if you can see it, I don't know if you can make it out, but I believe that's a sandbank or an island that was formed quite a few years ago now, off the coast of Fleetwood. And I think that's what we're looking at over there. Yeah, a new island formed in the last few years. Okay, we're just coming up to half an hour since we started, and I tell you what, I'm glad we're doing this today and not yesterday, because yesterday it was absolutely sweltering. It was the warmest day of the year so far. It's about 29 top temperature yesterday, and it's a lot cooler today because we had a thunderstorm overnight. But yeah, I'm just about to go through another channel here. Yeah. Oh. Anyway, I'm going to turn the camera around now and I'll show you where we're up to. The group is really split up now. Just a massive long line of people heading towards the Wyre Light. It's absolutely spectacular. And let's turn the camera around and I'll show you. Just look at that. Are you here? Let me know in the comments if you're actually a part of this walk, because I'm sure there'll be a few people in here that watch my channel, so let me know if you took part in this today. It looks to me like we're within a mile away now. Got a plane up here, look. I wonder if it's a spotter plane keeping an eye on us. 11:25, and I just want to show you something over here. It's on the other side. I don't know if you can see that, through those people over there, the gap. I can see a wreck, yeah. An old shipwreck over there, look. Be a few of them round here. 11:25. We've been going for 35 minutes. It looks like the people at the front of the group are virtually at the Wyre Light by now. There you go. Starting to see a lot more now, funny enough. I'm actually starting to see over this direction. If you look over here, I don't know if you can see, I can actually see Barrow and Furness now. I can see the massive BAE submarine place there. It's a huge building, white building, and it's actually coming into view now, but I couldn't see it before at all. Oh, look at this down there, the tyre. Check this out. I don't know what that was then. I thought it was a manhole or something. Heysham is looking a lot clearer now. If you look over that way through the gap in the people, we can see Heysham. That's where the water channel is there, where the boats go out. Okay, it's now just after 11:30 and it looks like the front of the group has been at the Wyre Light now for a little while. So it didn't take that long to get there for those people at the very front. I probably would have been able to make it in the same time if I was walking normally and not doing a video. But look how close we are now, folks. Yeah, so this is where we're up to. I tell you what, Fleetwood is looking really distant now. And I just want to show you the sands out here, look. They're always changing. Lots of little channels here, very lumpy and bumpy. But it's looking like we can almost touch it now, folks. It's probably just, I don't know, 500 yards away, if that. I'll see you there. 11:35 and we're pretty much here now, folks. Here we are. This is the Wyre Light. We made it. That didn't take very long. But look at what we've had to come through to get here. We've had to wade across water channels. But we're here. This is the Wyre Light. All these people now. Just cannot believe how many people are here. I just didn't expect there to be this many people, honestly. I've never been on anything like this before. So there you go. There's always a first time, isn't there? But we're now getting a look right around the Wyre Light here. I'll put a link in the description where you can read up on it. There's not a whole lot to read up on. It was designed by, it's like a design, it goes back to mid 1800s or something like that, the design. You'll see it in the link, but it was a particular design that was favoured, using wooden stilts. And well, it lasted quite a while, but I don't think it was looked after in the last few decades. I think it was just left to rot, really. They've probably got other guides, other lights now that take the place of this thing to guide the ships into Fleetwood. But there you go, we're getting a good look around now. I'm going to go all the way around. Wowzers. Look at all these people. Oh, it's like a party out here. Let's have a closer look, shall we? Look at that. Look at all them barnacles on there. Well, it's certainly good for the wildlife. Walking all the way around. Let's look back this way towards where we came from. Oh, I can still see loads of people coming way out there. I don't know how many people there are, but it must be thousands. I just didn't expect there to be so many people coming out here. Unbelievable. I think the weather is one of the reasons, because the weather is so good lately. But we've had a look all the way around now. Just giving you a bit of a feel for the atmosphere here. I tell you, the dogs are loving it. Look at So there you go. We made it to the Wyre Light. Check this out, I bumped into Dave here. He's a local legend from Fleetwood. He is the brother of the famous boxer, Jane Cowles.
I certainly am, and she's my sister.
And you've come out
Tommy,
here.
by the way, not Dave.
You've come out here on a bit of a.
Oh, the reason I'm here is because I am on a sabbatical walk, let's call it, and I'm going to visit the Wyre Light because of my friends Chris Boswell, Dave McDermott, and we used to come here every weekend when it was summer, and we would just trek out here, dive off the Wyre Light, have some sandwiches, sat up in the hut, which isn't there, sadly.
The hut's gone, yeah.
And then we just trundle back home, and sometimes we'd have to swim some of the gullies because the tide were coming in so
Wow,
fast.
yeah. That's pretty awesome.
It certainly is for me, and it's a remembrance thing.
Yeah,
Massively.
yeah. Well, thanks very much for your
No,
story.
you're more than welcome. And it's only coffee.
Thank you.
God bless, sir.
Well, check this out. We've now made it to the sea here. We've now made it to the Irish Sea, folks. Look at this behind me. Look at that. Wowzers, we cannot go out any further. We are right at the southern tip of the Irish Sea here as it comes into Morecambe Bay. We're getting a much clearer view now. Let's have a look out here. I can see some amazing sights. Oh, look at this, folks. This is amazing. The sea looks like a bluish green as well, just a greenish blue. It's amazing. Oh, check this out. We can even see the Isle of Man ferry, the Manningham. Wowzers. Oh wow, look at that. That's the Manningham ferry. I can't believe it. I've not seen that from here for ages. I've been on that boat. I went to the Isle of Man. We went on the Bentley Cree from Haitian, and we came back on that to Liverpool. So I don't really know why that's here actually, but it's amazing to see it. The Manningham, it's got a bit of a history. It was actually a naval vessel. Yeah, I think it was, did it belong to Australia? The Australian Navy, yeah. Amazing, amazing sight to see that. I didn't expect to see that, but there you go. The Manningham. I'll tell you what, it's a bit like being in a desert this, you know, folks. When you're out here so far away from land and you look in the distance, you can see little figures miles away. We're looking now towards the island. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where the island is, straight ahead there. Oh, it must be about 2 miles away. That might have to be another video, that. See if we can make it out to the island. But I'll tell you what, the boat, the Manningham that went past before, I think it's caused a bit of a wake. And we're now getting the waves from the... Can you hear that? You can really hear the sea now. Look at that. I think it must be that boat that's caused these waves here in its wake as the Manningham went past, and maybe that's why it was on a speed limit there, but if that went flying past, I think that I think we'd have a tidal wave. But yeah, amazing. I've seen that in Liverpool, by the way. You know, in Liverpool on the Mersey, when the big boats come in, they really shift the water. Yeah, and I think one of the things that a lot of people don't realise is that this is where the tide is at the moment. And even though we're okay at the moment, but what happens is, you know those water channels that we went past earlier on the way, those can actually fill up before the tide gets anywhere near up there, and that's the important thing, you see. You can get cut off by the tide before you even know it. But anyway, it's just coming up to about 5 to 12, and I'm going to be heading back now, I think. So there you go, that was my trip to the Wyre Light here off the coast of Fleetwood, a guided trip as well by the RNLI Fleetwood. I'll put a link in the description to their website in case you're interested in doing something like this. There will be tours out here, there will be like guided walks, maybe to the sandbank just over there, I don't know. And there will be other trips, I'm sure that people will organise trips, but do not come out here on your own, do not attempt to come out here on your own. So you do need to know the tides and the sounds and all that sort of stuff if you're going to come out here. But anyway, I hope you like this video. It's a little bit different, something a little bit different for you. I hope I brought the bit of the atmosphere here to you. It's a nice day today as well. And let me know if you're in the video as well, or if you're actually on the walk today, let me know. Anyway, I hope you like this video. If you do, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and tick the bell for notifications of new videos, and I'll see you again on the next one.